Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Relax.Cut.Glue. If you're new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you all here with me today. So today, as by the title of the video, we're going to be making some magazine strip clusters, and they're really fun to make. And here's the thing, you can tear your papers, you can make them square, you can do whatever you want. I'll show you a couple different ways to do it. So I have a Food Network magazine here that I have gone through a million times. There's still lots of good stuff in here. So I'm going to take out some pages that has some colorful bits. I'm going to do a theme for my magazine strip. So this one's going to be food, obvi. But you don't have to do them in a theme. You can do them random or whatever, but I just think it's easier for a theme. So right out of the bat, I like this. So I'm going to take that. This would be good too. So I want some background pieces and I want some things that I can fussy cut and put on top. So this is pretty. It's nice and colorful. And then on the back here, I have lots of different things I can cut out. And I can come back and get more like little fussy cuts. I do like the solid orange. Do I want to take that? Or maybe I'll take, well, let's keep going because I don't need too many. I'm going to be putting these in my glue book, so it will need to fit the page, but you can put these in your junk journals, you can put these in your glue books, you can do whatever you want. So I'm seeing like the basil here, I think I'll use for a fussy cut, and then Guy Fieri right here, I'll probably use him. Okay, let's keep going. I'm looking for like colorful bits and interesting things. We do have pots and pans here. I think I will take those. Okay, and then we have bits of color, like this napkin right here. Okay, I'll take this. I might use some of the quiche too. Here's some tiny things I can add later. Okay, let's just keep going for a few pops of color. Okay, right here might be a good one. We got that. Okay. I am not using that butter. Don't even ask. Okay, we have some good green here. It's not quite as white as I would want, so I could go with some pasta here. Let's see, maybe just the pasta down at the bottom, but I already have some of that. Trying to look for things like in different colors. The salmon might be kind of cool, actually. We have that too. Okay, let's grab that. And then we have meat here. That might be good. Ooh, the cobbler will be good to use. Okay. We do have the green of the guacamole. This side's upside down because the magazine kind of flips. Okay, so now we make our cluster. So I'm using a piece of copy paper here, and I'm just going to cut like a little strip that's like 1 inch for this. You don't have to do it this way. I just feel like for me, this is kind of easier. So what I'm going to do is glue them on here. Now we can tear or we can do rectangles. I really like rectangles, so I'm going to start with that. So let's cut a bunch of different rectangles in these colors. Now this one, I want to go this way and then cut it. How wide do I want to make these? I'm going to make mine about, let's see, 3 inches would be 1, 2, and 3. That would be pretty wide. I think I'll go about 3 inches for my strips as the widest. So this will be the widest strip I have, like that, width-wise. Or length, I'm sorry, lengthwise. Okay. Do I want to use, I'll save that strip in case I want to use it for something else. Okay, and then we'll do another strip. And we'll make this one, now, however wide you make it is up to you. I made this strip a little skinnier. I made this strip a little wider. And I know I can't have it any longer than 3 inches, give or take. So there's another 3-inch one. And then I can make a smaller one here that's a little bit shorter if I wanted. Okay, I'll save all my little bits in case I need to use them later. Okay, I'm going to set that aside for now. And then we had this side, which I really liked the napkin, so we could use some of that. Let's cut it. Actually, maybe I'll use some of this blue. and these little, whatever they are, crostinis, bruschetta. All right, here we go. Let's make this one a little bit wider. And then we know we need to make it about 3 inches. I'm gonna make this one 2.5 inches. We'll make it just a little bit shorter. So we have that. And then I can also make this one 3 inches and then make it a little skinnier. And I can use it down below too. Okay, so we have those. We're saving all our little strips in case we need those. And then I thought the salmon, the peppered salmon here might be a good fit. Okay, and then let's cut it like here. And then about 3 inches. And I didn't cut this one straight, and I'm cool with that. I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, and maybe I wanna use some of these clams. So we'll cut it about like that. And then let's see, 3 inches. And then I liked this red. So take that. And let's cut this into a thicker piece. Okay. What's on here? Breakfast, brunch, freshen up your recipes. Okay. All right. So I'm just going through and finding little things I can cut out. Ooh, Food Network. That's a good one. Let's cut that out. I can put that in there. So just cut out the circle. And one way that I use, well, this is going to be not circular because it's kind of shown sideways. But one thing I do when I'm cutting out a circle is I hold my scissors straight and I slowly curve the paper while I slowly close my scissors. So my scissors stay the same, but I'm just moving the paper and spinning the paper with my hand. Yeah, this isn't circular at all. This is like sideways or something. And then I just go back through and I clean up anything. Sometimes my hands make a little jump because, you know, hands do that. Okay, Food Network, that's a good one. Okay, so I have my strip of paper here. I'm just gonna set it right on top of this. I cut 2 inches off, so now it's 9 inches. And now I'm just gonna glue my little strips on here. And then I will also glue in some of the words as well as some of my fussy cuts. So, and then I'm going to kind of offset them a little bit so they're not exactly like perfect strips going up and down, if that makes sense. So let's start with, oh, why did I glue the whole thing? I'm so used to gluing the whole thing. Okay, I only need to glue the middle part. And the reason why I'm doing that is so that I can keep these, and then when I'm ready to glue, I can glue this strip, but I can also leave these flaps so I can kind of tuck something behind it when I'm done. You'll see. Okay, so now we'll do maybe this kind of offset like that. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little glue here. And then once you glue them down on your page, you can always re-glue the sides and stuff. Or you can glue the whole thing now, whatever you want to do. It's your project. Okay, and then let's go. I gotta bring this back up now because I kept gluing it down. We'll go this way on this one like that. All right. Okay, we'll go more like that. And then I'm going to kind of glue this. Well, maybe I'll do that after. Okay, let's keep going. I want to add this blue strip right here. And they can be kind of cattywampus. They don't have to be perfect. It's probably better if they're not perfect. And then I have these dishes here. Okay. Go like that. And we have the salmon, which I could go like that, but I think I'll take this. Maybe put it more like that. Okay. So we'll just add a little glue there. And what else? What else? What else? Oh, we have the shrimp boil up here too. oh yeah, I want to add this again. So I have it up there, but I do want to add it down here. So let's go like that. Okay. And I like the mozzarella. What else did I have here? Okay, I think I'll do the mozz right here. So we'll just glue right onto this strip. You can use a piece of magazine too if you want. I don't know, I just thought it might be easier for me to use a strip of copy paper, just cheap copy paper, actually from the Dollar Tree. Okay, so I did make mine a little bit more straight. Oops, I need to glue on here. I'm so used to gluing on my image, it's throwing me off. Okay, so there's the top, and now I have, like, I'm wondering if I can kind of tuck this in like that. Okay, let's do that. How do I want to do that though? I think I'm just gonna lift it up, glue on here. So that's tucked in there. Lift this up, glue on here. Oops, there we go. Got a little too much glue there. Okay, so we have that in there. And then I have this. It's technically butter, but I thought it was cheese until I read it. And it's not freaking cheese, it's butter. But we'll add it. Okay, so I'm gonna put my fussy cuts kind of wonky on here. All right. Oops. And then I also have this hand that's like dipping into some shrimp. So maybe I wanna do something like that. That actually might be kind of cool. Okay, so I need to glue. So I glued this part right here because I'm going to put that, I think like that. I'll lift this up, get a little glue on here to put the hand down, and then we'll put a little glue over the top to stick that down. See what I mean about leaving them open a little bit so you can add things in there? Okay, and then we have this Food Network, which maybe I should tuck this like, well, I could go like that. Well, maybe I'll just glue it right on there, or I could put it right here. I have other things too though. So these are both big things. Maybe I want to bring it, maybe I will bring it over here. Like that. Okay. So let's add a little bit of glue towards the bottom because I'm going to put it like this, right? And then have this go over. Okay. So we'll add just a tiny little bit of glue right here just to tack that down. Okay. And then I have a basil leaf. Could add that right there. Okay. This would be fun to do with like a dog magazine, or like you could do this with like a fashion magazine and do like jewelry and eyes and like all different kinds of things. Okay, let me grab just a couple words here. I think I'll put like flavors right here. Well, flavors. Let's put it right there. Okay. Where did I have it? Right here? No. Right here? Well, shoot. Now I don't remember how I had it. I'm just going to put it right here. Okay. And I also have the word fresh. I could put that down here at the bottom. Okay, let's do that. I still had a little piece of white there. I am going to lift this up one more time because that's what I wondered. Because remember, I accidentally glued this first piece. Hold on, it'll be fine. I got this. I got this, man. I should have done this on my cutting mat, not a piece of paper. All right, so here is my little bit so far. Now I definitely have more things hanging off the edge on the left, so let's grab a few things and have them hanging off the right. So why don't I put recipe right here? Okay. recipe. And then I have some little, what else did I have? Oh, I have this mozzarella. I have these lemons, so let's put them right there. A bowl of lemons, like so. I have a little burger. It kind of has to go to the side of something. Oh, I'll put it right down there. Oh, that looked good. Okay. So it had a flat spot, so I'm gonna put it right on this flat spot right there. Okay. I have these little apples. I also have cherry pistachio crumble. No, I have these waffles. I think I might put those waffles right there. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. It's so fun to get like your base down. Now I can just keep adding stuff. I have some potato chips. I could kind of do something like that. I also have this, apples for dinner. What else did I have? Oh yeah, I have these apples. I could kind of put them. Okay. We'll just find a spot. Put them like that. Okay, and I have potato chips. We'll put apples for dinner. Like that. I have some potato chips I'll put down here. How do I want to do that? We can cover a little bit of that butter nastiness. Proud Wisconsin cheese. Let's just have it kind of kitty corner coming off this edge. Like that. Okay. So I've used all the little fussy cuts. I think I'm good. I could always add more later if I needed to. Did I get this stuck again? No. Okay. Woo! So here's the back. And if you want, you can come back through, kind of lift things up, glue them down by turning it over. That will really help. Let's see here. This one, I just accidentally, there we go. Okay. That one's good. This one, I need to stick just a little bit. Okay, so we have our magazine cluster strip. And then I have a couple things here. I have this guide, and I just wanted to show you here. Let me, let's find a page for this first. Where do I want to put it? Maybe I want to put it on here. Okay, so my little cluster would go like this. You could put it on either side. But just to show you, like if I put it on this side and I have this guy, like what if he's like, well, he's a little big, I guess. But I was going to say he could be like the restaurant worker or whatever. But I think what I'm going to do is put this in the middle. And then I have these cats. And I thought about like maybe putting them, that one might not be good. Let me show you on this page, which I could put like that. And then I could put this cat coming in from the side like, what? Okay, maybe I'll do something to that effect. All right, so let's find a page. I did like that one. It seemed a little busy for my already busy page. Ooh. No. Oh, there we go. What about this pink? Because that will really make it pop. Okay, and then we had this cat down here. So if I glue this, I could glue this cat like that. This cat, I could have, I need to move these over like that, and then I can put something right here. Yes. Okay, let's do it. And obviously I made mine pretty wide because that's what I wanted, but you could absolutely, you don't have to make yours as wide as I did. You could definitely make them skinnier. That's the fun part about this. There's no rules. You can do whatever you want and experiment. Make them fat, make them skinny, make them torn, make them not torn. You know what I mean? Like, I just added a little glue on the cat here so I could kind of, how did I have him? Like tucked I don't remember how I had, oh, like this, okay. Let's bring him up just a little bit more if I can. Okay, so I got him on there. Now let's glue the back of him real quick, just so we know he stays. Okie dokie. Okay, so then we have the cat. So now I need to glue the whole thing. All right, let's put the cats down now. Uh-oh, got a few clumps of glue. All right. I think I got it all, but we'll see. Oh, I see a spot right here. Okay, let's see. I mean, I do have this little wine bottle spillage. I don't really like that though. I have a cookie. I have a cookie. Let's put the cookie right there.
I have a cookie. I have a cookie. I have a cookie. Hey, 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 hey.
All right. Boom. Cookie time. All right. Could put mozzarella. Let's do that. Isn't this so fun? It's just a fun little creative way to get more out of your magazines. Use some of the scrap papers or magazine images that you have. Like a lot of this is like a napkin. A lot of this is just little scrap pieces. And it turns into art. It's just so amazing. I need to add a little something right there. That's bothering me. See you. Actually, do I have anything in here that's a little like that would fit? I don't think so. No. Okay. All right. Well, that looks stinking cool. I love it. I love how that looks. Okay. Let's do another one, but let's do it torn. Okay. I want to use, ooh, this one might be good with the muscles. Okay. Let's do a little tear. Let's tear over here. Tearing is very therapeutic. Just so you know. All right, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue on here. Bada bing, bada boom. One down. We have this one. It's not torn, but I could tear it if I want. Or just put it on there square. It doesn't really matter. Oh, here's more of that mozzarella and stuff. So let's cut that, or tear that. And we'll tear a little bit of the, well, actually, I don't really need to tear the whole top because it's going to get covered by another piece anyway, but we'll just do it for funsies. Okay. Maybe I'll go like that. And remember, if you don't like something, don't worry about it. You can cover it up in a little bit. You know what I mean? Okay, I do have more of them. Ooh, I might want to keep the hand though for the beer to put on there. What else do we have here? I want some color. What do we have here? Ooh, we have some plates that are colorful, so let's use those. Do that, and then let's tear the bottom here. Let's get all willy-nilly. Okay, really? Don't you hate that when you're tearing? It's like one little swatch comes off. I'm gonna actually tear this top part off. I don't want that. Okay, these are all getting pretty dark in color, but I'll glue them down. I can always glue something over the top. Let's bring, no, I'll leave it like that. Okay, my cat, I'll put that over there. We have some red here. We could add that. We have this. Ooh, and we have that. Ooh. Okay. We have that. Is that a tear? Do I not want it that wide? Okay. And, oh, and we're clumpy. Wow, that is clumpy glue right there. Okay, we have that there. Could add a little piece right here since I already have it. It's sitting right here. Boom. Okay. Some color. I do like the orange. Let's go with a little bit of that. What's on this side? Okay. And just tear it like that. We can let's put the skinnier piece up here. Okay. Oops, bring it up, bring it up. And then we could also put a piece down here. Just set that there. Okay, let's keep going. We have some purple on this page. Let's grab that. Purple. And we're tearing. Tear that in half. Let's put this purple piece right in the middle here. Okay, and then we can put this purple piece right here maybe. All right, let's keep going. Isn't this fun? Tearing paper is so good for you. Let's grab these papers, or these peppers, and the charred lettuce or whatever that is. I have no idea. Okay. Oh, this wanted to tear this way, so that's what we'll do. We just go with the flow of the paper. Let's put that right there. Boom. All right, the torn one is looking good. Do I want to add these down here? I think I might. I think I prefer the, I don't know actually. I was going to say, I think I prefer the cutting with the squares, but this is really fun just tearing out paper. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so now we have all the middle. See, these are all floppy, so we can add things in. Okay, so we have our torn strip here. Everything's glued on my strip of paper, but everything else is floppy because I'm not gluing anything down until I add all my fussy cuts and stuff on there. But while I was cleaning up, I found some good prime real estate little scrappy poos, like this piece right here. Let's just break this up and put that right there. We'll do that. Any little pops of color just really help. And this is why it's great to use, to do this when, with like scraps and stuff, because look at all the stuff you're getting just by using little bits and bobs that have some color on it. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's put that like that. And then I had this big piece, which I kind of thought about putting, kind of wonder if I should put it like right here. Okay, let's do that. I'll just add a little bit of glue right here. Okay, so now we can grab some of our fussy cuts. I have this lady I've had for a long time. I might use her behind all this in the book when I glue all that in. Okay, so I have some bigger items like some ice cream. I can kind of tuck like that. Ooh, I do like that. How do I want to work that? I think I'll just put a little strip of glue like this. Tuck it behind where I want it and put those down. Okay, that was good. And then I have some other bigger ones, like I have this deli meat, but I don't really know if I want to use that. Ooh, I could actually put it like that, but now I'm getting pretty wide, so let's just chill out a little bit. Okay. You know what else I could do? I could flip this way now. Ooh. Okay, and then I have a wine bottle, but it had writing right here, so I want to kind of hide that a little bit. So let's put that like that. I had just a little bit of glue on this purple right here. Oops, it would help if my glue stick was up. Okay, little on that purple. And then I just added some glue right here for the wine bottle. And then I'm going to leave this like that in case I want to add something behind it. And then I have this, the best memories are made at home. I could always, I don't know. I like this one that says avocado centric. I like that just because it's bright and colorful. So maybe I'll put it like that. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is fun. I could make these all day. And the more you do, the better you'll get. And it's just fun to kind of like tuck things behind, and I don't know, it's just, it's really fun to do this. Okay, so I think I might put that behind both of those. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of glue on the back, kind of tuck that in there, and then on the front, right there, and I'll leave this one open just in case I want to add something else in there. Okay, let's get that off. All right, and then, uh-oh, I wondered if I glued that on there. I know, you guys all saw me do it. I was hoping it would be fine. Okay. Get off. All right, so we have that. And then I have a spoon. I thought it would be kind of fun to add. I could put it, well, let's add that later because it's smaller, or yeah, smaller. And then I have this quiche, which I could add right here. Let's do that. Okay. So we'll add some glue right here. That just kind of helps tack it down while I glue all the other bits. And then maybe a little here and a little here. And I'll leave that open in case I want to add something there. And then I also have cereal here, which I could kind of put like that. Ooh! This one's getting, I'm making a very clustery cluster, and I'm digging it. This is fun. Okay. Do that. And then maybe I should tuck a word like, oh no, that one's, ooh, here, I have a little tiny watermelon I could tuck right in there. Like that. Okay. Oh, why don't I just put it right there? That's kind of cute. Okay. And then I have a frying pan, which I think I'll just set right there. What else do I have that's little? Oh yeah, I have the blue. I wanted to add more blue in here. So let's just add that right there. Add a little bit of glue on the corner. Tuck it under. Scooch. Lift this up. Tack it down. Okay. I want to do, I just got a new dog catalog in the mail. So I want to do a dog one too. Okay, so we have that. And then I also have this little juice, which I could add right there. Oh, this is good. How did I have that? Oh yeah, okay. Just tuck that bad boy in there. Bada bing, bada boom. Good to the core. Okay, and then I have a little bit of edamame. Let's just put that right there. And I have the Food Network magazine, which I could put right there. Okay. I know this one's very clustery, and that's what's fun about it, is just play, have fun, see what you like. Do you like them very clustery? Do you not like a bunch of stuff in there? You know what I mean? And then this person's holding a beer. So I could put it like that. Or like that. Maybe I'll do that. Okay. Looking good, looking good. And then up here, I thought maybe I could just put this little piece of fried chicken. Uh-oh, uh-oh. There we go. Right here. Okay. Just add this little piece of fried chicken in there. Okay. And then we'll tack this piece down. Now, you don't have to make yours as wide as I'm doing. I'm just having so much fun, and I don't want to stop, so I just keep having fun. Let's put drinks right here. Drinks. All right, so now let's turn it over, and now we can see any bits that are, you know, kind of lifting up. We can glue those down now. like right here, because we aren't putting anything behind them anymore. Okay, so we have this. Let me grab my book. Move all those over there. Here's our cluster. Let's go towards the back of the book, find a different page. Ooh, I could just put this on here like that. Although, I kind of feel like it doesn't show up as much. Ooh, maybe this piece. Okay, I think I am going to, this could be really bad, but I'm going to go for it anyway. I want to just tear a little bit of this orange off the top. Just a little bit. Okay, there we go. There, I like that better. Now, I was going to put her behind here, but I actually like it just the way it is, and I made mine pretty wide because I couldn't stop, so I'm just going to put that on there. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. I might be doing this all day long. Okay, so let's glue our cluster down. It's so fun. Here she goes. Let's put her down just like that. And if I want, I can always come back in and add a few little things here and there in some spots if I want. But I'm pretty happy with just the way it looks. There we go. Oh my gosh. This was so fun. Now remember, you can do this with anything. I know with a lot of junk journalers, people make clusters and stuff all the time out of paper and ephemera and all that stuff, but use your magazines, use your scraps. After you're done fussy cutting, grab all your little bits that you toss in the recycle bin and go through there. Tear little bits of color, tear random things, tear napkins, things like this. You'd be surprised at what you can make with the junk that's left over in your magazines. All right, let me clean up and we will close this out. Okay guys, so here's the first one we did. This is the one where we did more squares and rectangles, which I think is really fun and probably the way I would go most of the time, but the torn ones are super fun too. I love the way this looks, and I like how I added a little bit of space, kind of on this side more. This side's a little bit less, you know, kind of holes in it or whatever. I love the way this looks, and it's so fun, and I think it's easier if you use a theme, at least for me. I think my next one I'll do like my dog catalog, and I'll do a dog page. But, you know, food is so easy and it's so colorful, so grab any magazine is a theme. Like if you have a Vogue, use models, jewelry, clothing, backgrounds that are in there, the words that are in there, perfume, that kind of thing. If you have Southern Living, do the houses, potted plants, vintage chairs, you know, anything that you find in there, birds and blooms, birds, flowers, bugs, you guys get the idea. So each magazine, you can find a theme in there. This one I really love. I love the clustery cluster, which is kind of crazy because I'm not that kind of person usually, but this is fun. It's almost like you fussy cut and it like a fussy cut vomit on your paper. I know that sounds so gross, but you know what I mean. So you can see the difference between, I think with torn, it feels a little bit more fluid. Again, I did add a lot of stuff to this, but I love it. And then this one is a little less eccentric where I use the squares and stuff. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video because I had a great time making it, and I think I'm gonna go and make a few more off camera for myself because I just can't stop. It's just too darn fun. I hope you guys all have a fabulous day. Don't forget to drink your water, give this video a like to show your support, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, friends.